Welcome back to the Morning Blend. When kids learn leadership skills, they have more confidence, they can solve problems, work in a team, and lots of other positive things. But how do you teach kids how to lead? Our next guest knows how, and she's a fan of teaching those very important life skills when kids are young. Liz McSorley is the head of middle school at University Lake School. Great to see you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
There's a lower, a middle, and a high school, and an upper at University Lake School. And so you're the head of the middle.
Head of the middle, so I'm surrounded by middle school kids all day long.
Yep. I'm impressed. That's a lot. That's a busy day.
It's wonderful, yeah.
What do you feel differentiates your middle school from other middle schools? Because one of the things that we're going to say is that sometimes parents maybe need to think about making a change in middle school.
You know, our middle school, we work really hard on the culture of our middle school and making sure that it's a place where students feel safe and supported. Being a middle schooler is hard, adolescence is tricky, but if you're in a place that's supportive and safe and the teachers love you, they take some of that pressure off, and then you can worry more about academics. You know, you can worry about your classes as opposed to, you know, how your body is changing and your social group is changing. So we work really hard on the culture to make sure it's positive.
One of the things you're a fan of and that you advocate for at your school is this hands-on learning experience.
You know, kids this age, they don't want to be told what to do. They want to figure it out on their own. They want to get in there and work with their hands and do the experiment on their own. So we have our 6th graders out tapping maple trees to learn how to make maple syrup.
I love that.
We have our, you know, science students using design thinking to engineer magnets and all kinds of things. And our 6th graders, even language arts, you know, you don't have to just do an essay test. They're in there building a theme park that represents key aspects of the novel. So very hands-on and giving them some choices always, letting them put their education a little bit more in their hands. And when they make choices, they're happier and more engaged.
Yeah,
that's what
and
we see.
Fine arts too, which I know you incorporate, which is absolutely wonderful. I want to talk about leadership skills because we hear now it's so much more, I feel, the buzzword in education. And for middle school children and high school and beyond, I wonder, because people are like, yeah, I want my kid to know how to lead, but how do you teach that?
You know, and for us, it's not how to lead other people, it's how to be a leader in your own life, how to make good choices and be more aware of yourself and the impact you have on others. So in the middle school, we have a really unique program called Pine Rock Studios, where we actually put the middle school students in a band and they learn a rock song, and they spend the whole semester learning how to play their instruments and learning the song, and then they present. But it's not about the concert, it's about that moment of being in the studio and working on leadership skills and problem solving and managing a group. And if a crisis happens, what are you going to do? And in that moment, they learn how to work with others, but then they learn about themselves. And they're in an environment where they can take risks and they can feel okay about, you know, maybe I don't have to just play the tambourine. I can get out there and sing. We see that evolution from 5th to 8th grade. All of a sudden, they're not in the back, they're in the front. And that's just exactly what we're looking for. It's the process, learning how to be comfortable with who you are and getting along with people. And so kind of sneak that leadership in a really cool way.
I love that concept. That's nice. We said parents maybe should think about making a change in middle school. I think that's a tough thing to do sometimes, but what are the reasons why you think parents might consider that at that age?
You know, in middle school, it doesn't have to be really rough. We have this perception from when we were young, the middle school is really hard. It doesn't have to be like that. You know, I know our students are happy when they come in with a smile on their face. They're engaged in their learning. They're volunteering all the time. They feel safe and supported. Where if their friend groups change, it's okay. We're there to hear from them. So, you know, as a parent, you want your kid to not have a horrible experience. You want them to be in a really safe, supportive environment. So it's okay to start looking in middle school, and that can be scary. But we've noticed when kids come to us, after a day and a half, it's like they were always there. You know, we're very welcoming, very open, and we know every kid so well. We're so in tune with what they need to be successful that once they're there, they're like, oh, breath of fresh air. Like I can be myself here.
And that's exactly why I think it's great that people can not only learn more about your school, but they can also tour the school for themselves and see that hands-on learning and the leadership
and you feel
skills.
The culture when you walk in. You feel that, oh, this is happy, and people are happy to be here, and the kids are excited, and they're smiling, and they're engaged. It's a great feeling. It's a great place.
It's wonderful. And I think in helping that consultation process with parents, if parents are thinking about maybe making a change, I know you can talk through some of the things you do to kind of help them have the right things to consider.
And we have many examples of kids who have come to us, and after, you know, a week and a half, they're thriving. They're so glad to have made that change. So it's not unheard of to change schools in middle school.
I love that.
Actually might end up pretty good for your student.
I would think so. So here's the information we want to share with people, because you do offer year-round enrollment.
Absolutely.
And you also offer this open house. It's coming up on Tuesday, April 16th from 6 until 8 p.m. gym. It's free. It's open to the public. You also offer open the walk-in tours every Tuesday at 9 a.m. So to find out more, you can call this phone number on the screen right now. It's 262-367-6011, or you can go to universitylake.edu.